Most people use their credit cards when they need to buy something but don't have the money right away. But not everyone can get or want to use a credit card. With buy now, pay later programs, businesses are getting smarter and coming up with new ways to help people buy things when they don't have the money to do it. So, which choice makes the most sense for you? It's not as easy as just saying either one or the other. Drop a like, hold on to your seats, as we will break down everything for you. Buy now, pay later is a payment method that is becoming more popular among shoppers. With this point of sale installments loans, people can buy things online or in-store and pay for them in several interest-free payments. Buy now, pay later is a type of short-term financing. Several companies like Movi, for example, offer these installment loans at the point of sale. Depending on the plan, they can be used at a number of major retailers. Some credit card companies also let their customer pay in installments if they qualify. Each company's buy now, pay later plan is different, but most of them have a few things in common. For example, buy now, pay later loans usually require a down payment equal to a certain amount of the purchase price, usually 20%. After that, you'll have to pay off the rest of the balance over the course of a few weeks or months. Some buy now, pay later services limit the number of payments to 4, while others let borrowers choose their own schedule of payments. Cost-wise, buy now, pay later plans usually don't charge interest or fees, except for late fees if you miss a payment. Credit cards can be used at stores just like loans that let you buy now and pay later, but you can also use them to buy gas, pay your utility bills, and pay for other things. If the cardholder pays off their entire balance every month, they will not have to pay any interest. If they don't, the card's annual percentage rate will be added to their balance. Revolving credit is something like having a credit card. With this kind of credit agreement, you can borrow up to a certain amount. As you use a credit card to buy things, the amount of available credit goes down by that amount. When you make a payment, that frees up available credit. Now, let me tell you a story. In the beginning, buy now, pay later exploded in Australia and New Zealand. Then it grew quickly in Europe, where the most important brand leaders have emerged. In the UK, the market grew to 5 million users in less than a year. Even though it took the US longer to adopt buy now, pay later, growth is expected to match or exceed that of some parts of Europe, with a predicted compound annual growth rate of 20.7% from 2022 to 2028. Buy now, pay later is being used by more and more people these days. Since 2019, the number of people in the US who use that service and the POS financing has gone up 3 times. Consumer financing is usually used by younger people, but people of all ages have used it in the past. Some of them have the idea that buy now, pay later financing is more popular with people who have lower incomes. However, recent data shows that its popularity is pretty even across all income levels. People with lower credit scores are more likely to choose buy now, pay later. Banks are getting ready to use this service in a way that could be very important than those from other businesses, but this needs to happen quickly. Banks, on the other hand, came late to the game, which makes it hard for them to dominate this market and be better than companies that are already doing well. Now, let's talk about credit cards. So, when a bank gives a customer a credit card, it gives them a line of credit and agrees to let them use its money as long as they pay it back. The plastic money tool has given its users many advantages and perks. Still, both directly and indirectly, banks also benefit from giving it to their customers. Banks charge different kinds of fees, such as annual fees, balance transfer fees, cash advance, late payment fees, foreign transactions, and others. Some fees are charged to every user, no matter how much they use the service, while others are only charged in certain situations. When people don't pay their bills on time, banks make a lump sum of money from the interest rate they charge. In the US, the interest that banks charge is between more or less 16 and 30%. Interest is also added regularly, and when all of it is added up, it adds up to a big amount. So when a customer uses a credit card to pay for something, the full amount doesn't go to the store. As an interchange fee, the bank charges the merchants a small amount. This is only 2-3% of the price, which doesn't seem like much, but when you add up all the transactions and all the shops, it adds up to a lot of money for the banks. In the business world, many well-known brands reach their customers by working with credit card companies. Banks work with lifestyle, travel, and other brands to help promote them and get a cut of the sales. These are some of the direct ways that banks make money from credit cards. Indirectly, it can also build up a group of loyal customers that it can use to sell its other financial products and make money from. A credit card can be used anywhere, but not every credit card may be able to make a deal with every store at all times. Depending on how you like to shop, you may want to spend most of your money at a certain store. So it's likely that the buy now, pay later option of the store you're shopping will give you a better deal than your credit card. But sometimes it's the other way around. If a credit card company is offering cashback on certain products on a certain platform, you will be better off using your credit card because it will not only give you the usual interest-free period, but it will also give you the extra cashback. Buy now, pay later gives you access faster and easier than a credit card. When you buy something online, it often takes a lot of work to fill out your credit card information and go through the different levels of authentication. In terms of how easy it is to get in, buy now, pay later wins because you only need one authentication step or one virtual UPI ID followed by one-time authentication. The application process is another area where the credit card falls short. Once you apply for a credit card, it could take anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks to get it, but the status of approval for a buy now, pay later credit line is almost always clear right away. Most e-commerce platforms and other merchants are also trying to get the word out about their own buy now, pay later options or other of a partner. For example, Flipkart's financial arm, Flipkart Advanced Services, gives customers the option to pay later. The new name for Amazon Pay EMI is Amazon Pay Later. Amazon lending partners like Capital Float or First Bank offer this service. So, if you get a buy now, pay later loan from one of these lenders, it may not only work on that platform. And because the market is so fragmented and everyone wants to get into the lending business, merchants usually only work with a small group of buy now, pay later fintech players based on their preferences and interests. This is why only a small number of buy now, pay later will be visible at the payment window of the merchant at the same time. If it's not a UPI-based buy now, pay later loan, it's hard for all the fintech lenders to be accepted by more people. On the other hand, credit cards work everywhere and are the most widely accepted way to pay. Before choosing a lender, it's always best to compare the total cost of finance. If you have a credit card, you automatically have a credit-free period. Whether you choose buy now, pay later or not will actually depend on how attractive the deal is, including fees, interest rates and other factors. So, you can go with the one who gives you the best deal. If you buy something on EMI over a longer period of time, your credit card may have a better rate. Now, you can always check and decide. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you want us to feed you more informative videos like this, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.